Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Draw With Me on Draw Together, and I am so excited to be here with you guys again today. I thought we could draw a seahorse. So all you're going to use is a pencil and an eraser. You can also use pencil crayon, crayons, or markers to color in your drawing at the end. Let's get started. What I'll be doing first is I'll be taking my piece of paper and I'm going to turn it vertically. Alright, so now that we have everything ready, we're going to start drawing our seahorse. Okay, so go to the top of your page and draw a medium-sized circle. And as you know, I like to draw my circles by just playing around with the pencil like this, just going around until I have a circle I'm happy with. Okay, so then I'm going to draw the neck. For the neck, and where I want to place the rest of the body, I just want to follow this line, okay, and I just want to go like that. You're just going to use that as a guide. Okay, so then instead of starting up here, we're going to draw another circle that's over here, a little bit down. And this circle is the same size as this one, but it's not directly underneath. It's slightly shifted to the sides. Now the last part is we're going to draw another line. We're going to start over here. How about we start over here? Okay, and it's going to come down like this, and then it's just gonna curl like that. So I'm gonna do that again. So following this circle, I'm gonna come down like this and make a curl, and that's gonna help us draw the tail. All right, let's fill the rest of it in. So for the front of the neck, we're not gonna start here. We're gonna start right about here, and we're just gonna attach it to this circle. For the back, you're gonna follow along with your circle until you get about here, and then it's just gonna come in and attach like that. Okay, and then now for the bottom, we wanna bring this line and attach it to the rest of the tail, where it's gonna be really pointy at the tip. So let's do this in short strokes so that we're being careful. Okay, so bring your short strokes down, and of course we're not gonna keep the same thickness because his tail's gonna get thinner and thinner as we go. So you're just gonna keep curving your line so that it gets smaller as it goes down. So it's like thick and then it gets thin. So you're just gonna keep curving and you're just gonna keep making it smaller and smaller so that by the time you get to the bottom, you can connect it like that. And of course you can always erase and fix up any of the parts that you want to fix up. Now for the face, we want to make sure that we have the little snout on the seahorse. So the seahorse's snout is going to start over here. So I'm just going to bring this line and I'm going to come out like that, kind of like a horse-like nose, but really small. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down a little curve, okay, and then I'm going to come down again, and then I'm going to go and draw a line that's not straight. It kind of curves up, okay, and then it curves out like this, and then it goes like this. Okay, so it comes up, and then you can extend the neck to attach. So you can see how like it has like this cheek here almost, okay? And then over here, you're just gonna go up and create a little line that goes up like that. And then you're just going to make a pointy shape there. Okay, and then let's keep going. We're gonna follow this circle and create these little pointy shapes. So I'm gonna create another one, and then I'm gonna keep going, and then maybe this one is sticking out this way. They've got these spiky things. So we're gonna just go like that, and there's gonna be one here. And if you can see, I'm drawing like a line up and then a line down, and they have to follow the shape. Okay, so you just keep going, and I'm leaving a space in between. Don't forget to leave that space in between. Okay, and over here we need to start drawing the little fin that's there. So I'm just gonna erase this one. I almost forgot about that fin there. Okay, so now you're gonna draw a line that goes out like that. Kind of looks like wings. Okay, and then this bottom part that goes out like this. Okay, and then we're gonna draw a wavy line here. So Okay, so that's going to be the fin. And then we're just going to continue these down here, except now they're going to be a little smaller. Okay, so leave a space, and you're just going to start pointing them downwards because we're moving along this line. So, and we're gonna go all the way to the bottom, okay? So they're gonna get smaller as we go. They're gonna get smaller and smaller, and until you can barely see them, and they're just little pointy dots. Okay, so that's the shape of our seahorse. Now we'll put in the details. We're going to be adding our details onto our seahorse. Let's start off with a mouth. So it's just gonna go like this. Going to add in the spot for the eyes, a circle. So you can just draw it right in the middle up here. A little bit of another circle inside. So we're gonna draw another circle inside the eye. And then we're gonna add a little circle in there for the shine and maybe some up here, and we'll get back to that after. Okay, and then you can go like this to add like a little bit of a definition, and one up here. Okay, more details. So we're gonna add some indenting. Okay, so we're gonna add one here. So I'm gonna do this line again. It's just a curve and pointy and then out. Okay, and we're gonna do another one over here, except this one's gonna be curved, pointy, and out. And it's kind of a frame for this part of his face. All right, so now you can go ahead and erase these lines that you don't need. As you can see, I've gone ahead and erased this extra line and some of the other lines that we don't need. Add some lines over here. So one, and you notice it's not a straight line, it's curved. And because this one's in the middle, this one can go just straight. And then this one's gonna follow along with this line. So we're just gonna add a line that goes like that. Adding these little lines that they have here. They have these ridges all along their body, all along the belly. So we're gonna add that. So we're gonna start over here. This is how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go like that. Okay, so really simple shape. Curve down and then up. And we're gonna do the whole thing like that. And we're gonna try to keep the point in the same space. If you want, you can just draw a little guideline for yourself like that. We can just make sure that they line up. So I'm gonna go in and then up, down and then up, down and then up, down and then up, and you're gonna just keep going all the way until you've reached this spot. Okay, and then for the bottom you can just finish it off like this. So you can just add a curved line that goes all the way to the bottom. A line over here that goes like this for the neck. So I'm gonna erase this line and any of the other lines that I don't like, and I will be back. Once I'm happy with my seahorse, I am going to now add some bubbles. So just to give it the effect that it's in the water. So for the bubbles, you're gonna draw these little circles, and they're not all gonna be the same size. So let's start off with some small ones. So I'm gonna draw a small one there, and then maybe a bigger one here, another small one, an even smaller one. Okay, so you're gonna go small, maybe medium, small, medium. Once I'm happy with the number of bubbles, okay, maybe we'll put a few here. You can do as many or as few as you want. So once you're happy with your bubbles, you're gonna add some details onto them. So they're gonna have these little squares, or rather rectangles. They're gonna have these little rectangles that are gonna be the shine in them. And we're also gonna do these little lines. So line on one side and a little shine on the other. Shiny little reflections, because bubbles are really shiny. So we're gonna add these little reflections all around, and we're also gonna add a little line there where the shadows are. Okay, and some of them are too small to have those, so we're just gonna leave them as is, and I will be back and we'll color this seahorse. Okay, so as usual, I like to outline my drawings, but you don't have to. So I'm gonna outline this and I'll be back. All right, so once you've outlined your seahorse, and erased all the lines that you don't need, then we're gonna start coloring. So grab a green, a nice bright green for the eye. Now remember, we're gonna leave a spot open where we're gonna have some shine and some sparkle. And I'm just gonna take my green and I'm gonna outline it darker. So I'm gonna press onto my pencil crayon or crayon, and then I'm gonna just take it lightly and I'm going to just go around and blend the two together until I get this really nice green that I'm happy with. Okay, so I'm going to use this yellow and I'm just going to start at the edge of the nose. So I'm going to just at the snout and I'm going to just color upward. And remember, try to color lightly. You can outline this area first if you like. And then we're going to stop around there. I'm just going to outline this part dark, this part dark, and then I'm going to just go in really lightly compared to this part, compared to the dark parts that I've done. And I'm just going to color them in short, light strokes. Okay, so once I get to the cheek, I'm just going to outline that as well. And again, short strokes. Coloring in one direction. As soon as I get there, I think I'm gonna stop here. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna take my orange, I'm gonna take an orange, and I'm just gonna lightly add some orange to start adding some orange to the outline. Now remember, we need to blend these two, so you're gonna have to be really careful not to get too dark with the orange. And I'm gonna outline this. Okay, so now I'm just going to lightly add some orange here and we're gonna blend it in with the yellow. So remember what yellow you use, and you can also outline this too if you like. Okay, so we're just gonna color it in the light orange up to this part of the neck. So we're gonna stop here. Okay, I'm gonna outline this part, color these in. Okay, and then you can make sure you're darker around the edges and blending that in with the color. And then you're gonna take your yellow pencil crayon and you're just going to blend that in. And do you see how it just makes this beautiful sunset color? And our seahorse is gonna be nice and bright. And there you go. Okay, so now you're gonna take the same yellow pencil crayon and this time we're gonna flip it. So we're gonna start with the yellow on this side. Okay, so you're just gonna color dark on the outline. And let's just stop right there. Okay, so now you're just gonna fill in lightly to the middle right here. And you can actually go ahead and add an outline there as well. And this will give us a 3D effect, a nice rounded 3D effect. Once you're finished with the yellow, we're gonna take our orange again and we're gonna start doing what we did here on this side. So you're gonna start off outlining. Outline your one side. Before we give some more details, we're gonna color this in like we did this side. So just go ahead and lightly, very lightly, color your orange in. So start off dark, and then just get lighter as you get to the middle. And we're gonna stop here, and then you're gonna take the same yellow that you were using and you're gonna blend just this part in to the top, okay? You're gonna blend it in so that you get this nice color that's very bright, beautiful, orangish red color. So for the tail, I think I want to keep it similar to the face. So you're just going to take that yellow and you're just going to color the tail in. And we're going to keep it that nice one color. Okay, once we're finished that, we're going to move over here. I'm going to take my orange and I'm going to start off with some dark coloring. Oh, and we can just go ahead and fill these in. You can do them yellow. Oops. Okay, so just gotta be careful. All right, and then you're gonna take your orange and you're just gonna lightly lightly move up. You're gonna switch and you're gonna grab the yellow. You're gonna start outlining the top, wavy part, and then you're just gonna blend it in. Okay, you're gonna blend it over with the orange. And blending is really good for creating colors that you don't have. That's another cool thing about blending. Okay, so once we've got that in, let's add a little bit more shading. So I'm gonna take an orangey red and I'm just gonna add some details. I'm gonna go under the neck a little and add some shading here. And then I'm gonna take the yellow and I'm just going to make sure to blend that out here. Okay. I can do the same thing on the edge here to make it really stand out. Just make it a fiery red. And we won't go all the way down, we'll just stay here. So we'll stay here. That's on one part, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do, once we're finished this, we're gonna add some shading onto the orange, onto the yellow part. So you're gonna take like a light orange and we're gonna mix it a little bit. So over here, maybe you can add some very light shading. You see how light that is? That's almost the same color as the yellow. You can actually even use the yellow and just go a little bit darker in the middle if you like. And that'll just give it more depth. There will be some shadow here because his body is over it, and then you can also add some shading and shadow here. So let's add some on the snout. Let's add a little bit up here. Okay, let's add a little bit underneath and really blend that in. Let's add a little here, here, and maybe some around the eyes. Okay, once you're happy with your seahorse, then we're going to move on to the blue that we're going to use for the bubble. Start off dark on one corner and then get lighter as you go, and then leave the middle white and then just outline, and we'll come back to that. So basically that's what you're going to do. So an easier way you can do is just outline it and then just add a little bit of shading on one side. So outline the blue, outline the bubble, and then just add a little bit of shading. All right, so once I've got the blue in there, in order to make it really have a nice effect, you're gonna grab a pink or a purple, and you're just going to add a little line like that on one edge where the blue is, and it's just gonna give it that cool multicolored bubble effect. Okay, and we're gonna do that to all of them. I don't think we can do that with the small ones. So you can also add a little bit of purple shading if you want with the line. We're almost done. A yellow, and you're just gonna add a little bit of yellow to your bubble on this side, and that's just gonna really give it that nice rainbow bubble effect. We're almost ready. Okay, so that's your seahorse, and don't forget to write your name and the date on the bottom. I hope you enjoyed this drawing, and I can't wait to draw with you guys again. Don't forget, if you like this video, to subscribe, and if you have any ideas for what we can draw in the future, please write them in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Bye!